Hey everybody, this is Doa, and today we've got a little bit of a special game for you. We've got DDE spawning as the red Protoss up in the upper right portion of Xel'Naga Caverns, and yeah, this is DDE, and you're noticing that he's playing Protoss. If you didn't notice, DDE, of course, you know, getting to be a very famous Terran player on the North American server. He also has a random account that's at 3,300 points right now, so that means, yeah, he actually has 2 accounts in the top 10 on North America the last time I checked. And he has told me that his Protoss is actually better than his Terran, and this game he will be playing against theSurgeon, spawning as our blue Terran in the lower position on Xel'Naga Caverns. And theSurgeon is actually a friend of mine too. He's a fellow caster on the Rush network, and he's at about 2,600 points on the ladder for Diamond Terran player, so a very solid player himself as well. I'm going to stop jiggling the camera around a little bit here. And this was kind of a practice game. I was told this was a game where DDE was trying to show someone else an example of some sort of build. I'm sure you're seeing it in the chat there. I wasn't really reading it, so I guess I'm going to be surprised about what we see. Heard this is a fun replay to watch, so we'll check it out. We see Surgeon putting down his first barracks at the ramp there, leaving a little bit of room for an add-on, so I've got a feeling we're going to see something like that in the future, possibly. No gas yet. Never mind, there it is, gas at the normal time at 13. Just making me hold my breath for just a second, waiting for that gas to come down. And DDE getting his gas as well, so both players right now playing pretty standard, not anything really out of the ordinary quite yet. We have DDE's probe coming down the middle of the map to do a little bit of scouting. We also see theSurgeon doing some scouting himself. If you notice, he kind of moved back through the minerals at his natural expansion, checking for any sort of cheese, always a good thing you want to do against Protoss if you are a Terran player. Looks like that probe doing a little bit of harassment. This is my single most hated thing in the entire game of StarCraft. Why won't Protoss players just let me build my buildings? I can't stand it. It makes me so angry. As you can see here, we have a little bit of SCV repairing action, possibly for a second I thought I saw, and then a fresh SCV coming off the line to defend, and a second barracks actually going down for theSurgeon. No add-on quite yet. We may see one right now after this first Marine pops out. There is the add-on. It's going to be a tech lab. Popular opening against Protoss, of course, being the Marauders with slow. It's a very, very effective opening. And this probe getting very, very low. DDE barely getting that probe away just in time. DDE also putting down his cybernetics core. And it looks like theSurgeon has stolen some minerals with this nefarious SCV, moving through the probes as if to flaunt his theft. Zealot will not stand for this, though. No, Zealot takes out the SCV, reclaiming the minerals for the Protoss overlord for Ire, I guess. I guess Protoss are big fans of Ire, I've heard. Looks like the Zealot going to try to block the ramp by himself, but he's about 600 pounds too light to do that. Needs to eat a lot more Zealot burgers before he's big enough to block that ramp by himself. It also looks like we have a probe guarding this Xel'Naga tower. Let's take a look back at the base of theSurgeon. We see a third barracks going down right now. 2 tech labs on these barracks already. So I would not be surprised at all to see some Marauders with slow. Looks like slow is being researched, just about finishing now, and the first Marauder is on the way out of the barracks. His training has almost completed. Looks like another supply depot going down as well. Not wanting to get supply blocked. Very good idea there for anyone who plays StarCraft. Don't want to be supply blocked at all. And so we see theSurgeon moving out with just 1 Marine and 1 Marauder right now, but as slow is finished, he'll be able to do a little bit of damage. Looks like DDE has a Zealot and a Stalker waiting at the position just outside his ramp to do a little bit of defense. We have a probe in position. Looks like he's about to try to early expand. He's got 400 minerals, and there goes the expansion right now. Third Stalker joining this, and it looks like 2 Stalkers, 1 Zealot, pushing back the Marauder and the Marine for theSurgeon. He's going to have to run. That is not an engagement that he wants to engage in. And we have 2 more Marauders coming in as the Marine buys the farm. We'll be able to do a little bit of kiting here. That Zealot getting in 1 shot before beginning to be kited. Zealot will go down very quickly with a couple parting blows, and that Marauder actually dying as well, falling to pieces in a very violent manner. Who knew Marauders had so much blood inside them? It's amazing. DDE moving back into his base right now with 2 Stalkers and just 1 Sentry. Sentries, of course, if you're a Protoss player and your opponent goes bio against you, which most Terran players, well, I won't say most, but many often do, getting Sentries is a key element of surviving. We see DDE adding on 2 more gateways. Going to be pumping out some more of those units as well. Does he have a second gas yet? He does not, so the Sentry count isn't going to be quite as high as it could be. Looks like we have 3 Marauders from theSurgeon trying to do a little bit of poking in. They're going to start firing at this natural expansion, and DDE is going to need to move out to try to defend this. 4th Marauder coming in, and DDE actually in a little bit of danger of losing his expansion right now. pulling probes off the line. He's going to try to save this. The Nexus does finish, already out of shields, taking some actual health damage. Marauders still firing at it. DDE not engaging quite yet, waiting for just the right moment. Here he comes, moving in with some probes and some SCVs, not SCVs, and some sentries, that is. Surgeon microing around. Is he going to be able to take out the Nexus? I think he actually is. No, doing some micro Nexus at just a couple of hit points. It does go down. And it looks like DDE was able to, actually was not able to defend that Nexus. Second Nexus immediately going down, trying to re-expand as he cleans up this force of Marauders. But it looks like some Marauders and some Marines have gotten into the base of DDE as well. Really using the maneuverability of that early Terran bio to get some scouting. You will see those 3 gateways moving behind the mineral line. Nice force field kind of blocking off the Marines and the Marauder to allow the Zealots and Stalkers and other gateway units to get in and do some damage. Namely, killing the units that they do not want in their base. We see the Surgeon putting down 2 bunkers now at his natural as he expands to 3 bunkers actually. Still just producing off of those 3 gateways for now. We also see a factory going down as well as the second gas transitioning into that mid-game. Able to do a little bit of damage taking out that Nexus, but then losing all his units as well. And here comes the counterattack from DDE, moving in with some Zealots, some Sentries, and some Stalkers. We do have a forward pylon being warped in, a probe, and doing a little bit of investigating and paying the ultimate price for that. 4 bunkers actually right now for the Surgeon, wanting to be very safe from this attack coming from DDE. Here it comes right now. Orbital command being morphed in at the natural for the Surgeon. SCVs being transferred down. Useful in mining minerals and also defending in case DDE decides to move in. And here comes DDE. It looks like he is going to attack, leading in with those Stalkers. He's got a good amount of sentries as well. There is the Guardian Shield. He's able to arrange units to really only fire at 1 bunker right now, only taking fire from 1 bunker. There's the second bunker engaging right now. Zealots moving in, a couple of them getting slowed down. None taken out. This Zealot actually escaping with just 2 hit points. Wow, luckiest Zealot ever. Still alive after that Marine comes in and tries to finish the job. So right now if we take a look at the Army tab, we do see that DDE is ahead a little bit, 73 to 51, and he does have his expansion up and running despite losing his Nexus, able to come back and stay matched with his opponent in macro. Meantime, it looks like the Surgeon adding on yet more bunkers, up to 6 bunkers right now. Really the only thing keeping him alive. DDE planning on moving in again. Stim is being researched as well. Couple reactors being built, and here comes DDE going after that first bunker. It's going down very, very quickly. Zealot's doing a great job buffering the damage to allow the Sentries and Stalkers to fire from behind. Nice force fields preventing some SCVs from getting in on the action right now. Some of them don't care. They're too interested in mining gas. More units coming in from DDE, and the Surgeon looks like he's in a very difficult position right now. Those Zealots being pulled back, just focusing on taking out the gas right now. A couple Zealots getting over-eager. I guess that's why they call them Zealots. Being taken out by the Surgeon with that concussive shell. More bunkers going down as well. So much money being spent in bunkers right now for the Surgeon. Meantime, we have a bit of a switcheroo between the factory and the starport, getting the reactor on that as well. I would imagine we're probably going to see some medevacs come out of there very, very soon. In the meantime, it looks like 1 reactor was put on the barracks as well. He's going to be producing a lot of Marines out of that. And lots of sentries actually being warped in for DDE right now. He's up to 10 right now. Probe sneaking around back here, possibly thinking of putting in another forward pylon. It looks like the Surgeon is moving in, getting a couple units trapped by those force fields, unfortunately. DDE moving in now with a large sentry count. Force field going down to try to prevent the SCVs from repairing. Some do get there. More force fields going down on the bunkers. SCVs not able to repair as much as they want to. Looks like they're still getting in enough. Actually, those SCVs managing to repair that bunker. Force field's not really in the best position, and DDE actually forced to pull back. Wow. Not able to take out this bunker. Hero bunker being repaired by the Hero SCVs. And the Surgeon manages to hold. Wow. DDE's got to be a little bit frustrated with that. Let's take a look at what the Surgeon is adding on right now. We have a tech lab going on at the factory. A little bit of supply drop too, it looks like, at one of the supply depots. Proxy pylon being warped in behind the mineral line. The Surgeon moving out a little bit, stimming to try to take out just a few Zealots before moving back into those bunkers again. Just poking in to make sure his opponent is still there. Meanwhile, back at the base of DDE, let's take a quick look here. He is up to 6 barracks right now. 6 barracks. Those are not barracks, those are gateways. I play Terran too much, I think, sometimes. And we also have a Robo Bay coming in right there as well. Possibly he could transitioning into some Colossus if the game goes any longer, but it looks like he is going to move in. lots of sentries trying to get those force fields around there to prevent the SCVs from repairing. This time it's working a little bit better now. More force fields going in, nicely splitting the units of the Surgeon. Great force field usage this time by DDE. Still working his way through all the bunkers, but there's just so many bunkers by the Surgeon. I think DDE is going to be able to do it, blocking all these SCVs, but from being able to go in and repair. And it looks like the Surgeon is in serious trouble here. I think DDE actually pulling back a little bit. He's just going to try to take out the command center. A few Marauders left over. Those are being taken out right now. Tank is on the field for the Surgeon. This orbital command is getting very low. SCV is doing yet more repairing. Here comes more reinforcements for DDE. More reinforcements streaming in right now. Command center getting down to about half health before the SCVs come in and repair again. Wow, repair playing a huge part in this game. It looks like that siege tank taken out very, very quickly. And as DDE works through all these bunkers, I think he's going to be able to eventually find the edge in this game, as it looks like the Surgeon does not have a whole lot of units left at all. 108 to 64 right now. The Surgeon looks like he's going to lose his natural, and I would say DDE has won this game, going that kind of very high sentry composition. And there is the GG. Lots of sentry play from DDE, able to split up the Terran army, and yeah, just showing the power of the sentry in this early game matchup. Definitely a cool game to watch. Thanks for watching. Again, this is Doa, casting for the Rush Network. You can check the Surgeon and I and all of our other great casters out at www.therushnetwork.com. Keep playing StarCraft 2, guys, and I will see you on the next cast.